Hey everyone, it's Megan, it's Monday, and welcome to the Fashion Tribe. As you can tell, I'm here with Becca. We're both going back to school in September, and we've just finished our post-secondary, studies, first year. So we thought we'd talk about that. I personally went to university, and I stayed on campus. Like I went away to school and lived in a dorm. And
I went to a college a little bit more locally. Not very locally, but pretty local. So I stayed home and I commuted every day. So you can kind of get like the different opinions of our experiences.
I feel like a lot of people's first impressions of going away to school, they're nervous about like roommates and stuff. I lived at first in a house with like 5 people, including myself, and I had a roommate. It was very weird. I mean, she was kind of a nice person. She was like, let's get E from like random strangers, and then I'm gonna hook up with my boyfriend while you're in the bunk below me. And I was like, this is uncomfortable for me.
For me, like, staying at home was a little bit difficult because there were a lot of things that I wanted to do, and of course, like, my parents, very overprotective, so that was a thing. Also, commuting was fucking the worst thing ever. If you live in Canada, you would know that our winters are pretty ridiculous and are pretty much, like, the whole school year is winter, so commuting back and forth, waiting for buses and all that kind of stuff in the winter was the worst thing ever. But I did have like a really good experience with the people I met, and like honestly like the best group of people I've met since like my friends at high school. So yeah,
I guess a good thing to know, like for your coursework and stuff, a lot of people are really stressed out. I know for me, I studied popular culture, which is a social science major. So I don't know. The way we were graded was on seminars and like communicating the knowledge we learned and stuff, and like doing readings and stuff, but also on like papers. Like I didn't have any tests or anything like that, so it was pretty easy. Liberal arts are cool if you're into that. It was easy for me to handle, and I'm not particularly smart.
For me, I studied like a media foundations course, so basically it was like the foundation of anything that had to do with media, so film, journalism, anything pretty much in that kind of thing, photography, whatever. And then this year I'm going to a 3-year graphic design program, so we're going to be in the same school for the same amount of time, pretty much, right?
Yeah.
So for me, it was really cool because this program specifically, I got to learn about everything that I'm interested in, because I am interested in all like medias, but I got to meet a lot of people that are going into different things, so I got to learn a lot from my peers. And it was really fun. We didn't have many tests, but we did have like huge midterms for certain things, and a lot of it was just like a huge project at the end, like we had to hand in like a 5-minute film and stuff like that. So yeah, that was exciting. And where I'm going next year, I'm going to have to be taking 4 buses to school, so I might as well live on campus, but I'm not allowed to.
I feel like you have to have a good connection. Like I'm not a very talkative person, but I did sit in the front of like all my classes, so my professors pretty much knew who I was. My TAs also obviously knew who I was, because like, we communicated a lot. I feel like you have to have a good relationship with your TA, because they're the people who grade you, and you have to like accommodate what you're writing to like their needs and stuff, so that you can like better your grades and stuff like that. I feel like my participation marks boosted up a lot of my grades, especially my fucking English grade. Boosted right up with participation. I got like English. An 87 in like participation, and I was like, thank you, because I was gonna fail that class. So yeah, basically befriend your TA, get on their good side, figure out how they mark and how you can do better to their terms, because honestly that's how you're gonna survive. I would say don't be afraid to like take a major that you're interested in. I feel like a lot of people judge me for my major because it's popular culture, and they think, oh, you're doing ridiculous stuff. But honestly, in the age that we're in right now,
it's the smartest thing.
It's so many people are going into communications, and so many people are going into like social networking and public relations and stuff like that. Like that's how people get their companies made. So many companies have public relation offices and stuff like that. So I thought that was a good place for me, and there's so much I can do with my major. So don't get bullied by people about, if you want to do something, go for it. Especially because you have to be happy with what you're doing in school.
For me, because I was in college, we don't have TAs, we just have a professor. And I definitely think it's a lot more important to be friends with your professor before you make friends. Because at the end of the day, your friends are going to be grading you, and your friends are going to make you graduate. I definitely became a lot closer with my professors before I made the friends that I had, because I just thought it would be more important to like get myself in good understanding with my professors than like meet everyone in my class kind of thing. And that, from my experience, does not like hinder your relationship with your friends either, because like I made just as many, whatever. Also, college is really important if you take notes, because don't take notes, you'll fail. Like, pretty much. Like, that's my experience.
Be a good note taker.
Yeah, because in your lectures, although you may not feel like you need to take notes in your 3-hour lecture, you do. It'll all be on your exams, and you need to do it. And yeah.
I think attending class is very important. Like, for me, we didn't have to attend lectures, but we had, a lot of them were online already, so you can look them up there.
Yeah, me too.
But we had to attend seminars because we got attendance marks for that, and we got marked on that. But honestly, attend your lecture. Like, you're fucking paying so much money. I think for me, it's like every lecture you're spending like $75 per lecture. So like, go to your lecture. It's not that difficult to sit there and take notes. You're gonna learn so much more about it. Vagabond Youth, she's a lovely YouTuber here. She just posted a video of like her tips and tricks for university, and she has like okay, can I speak English? She has a lot of good like links and stuff with her video.
Yeah.
So I guess I'll leave that as an example.
Yeah. I also think that in college, like, it's very, even if you are the most, like, example me, introverted person ever, and you don't like talking to people, it's very important to like push yourself past your boundaries and like talk to people, because not even friend-wise, like, if you're like, oh, I'm okay without any friends, that's cool, like, that's a good thing, right? But you definitely need to be sociable for the work aspect of it, because you will be doing group work, a lot of it, unfortunately, and a lot of your huge marks are going to depend on being in a group. So like, you want to get on good terms with people, because sometimes you can't choose your groups, and there's been times where I've been people I don't like, and you just kind of have to learn to like suck it up and talk to people. So that's like a thing.
For university, I feel like it's the complete opposite. You're very on your own, take your own notes, go to class on your own. It's up to you, like, eat whenever, whatever. But your projects are your own, studying is on your own, kind of thing. But I think making friends is important for your sanity. Also because it's a lot easier to study for certain courses when you're doing it with a group of people, and even some of them, like, some of the courses that I took, a component of it had to be a movie. So like, hey, you get to watch a movie with like some friends from your class, and it's easy to make friends that way, because let's study, like, the people from your seminars, make friends with them. It's so much easier that way. You have so much in common already, because you're like hating the same thing. I just want to say, don't stress it out if you don't make friends. I feel like a lot of people have so many expectations going into university, especially in like a campus school. You're like, all these people are having sex and doing drugs and getting drunk and da-da-da, and like, that's not my scene at all. So I feel like it was easier for me because like I was living with people that like, let's be friends, we're living together, it's cool. So I feel like a lot of people get stressed out because either university is not what they expected it to be, or they just feel like they're not using it to their best potential. I feel like first semester is a lot harder than second, social wise. I feel like you'll finally come into your group and come into like your niche and stuff. Second semester, you like, you know what you want to do. For me, like, the roommate I had first semester, she left the school second semester because like university just wasn't her thing. She was missing home too much. She was like going home every weekend and stuff. So you can see, like, I don't know, I think you have to figure out if university is for you. If it's not, that's fine. There's other things you can do. Like, I think your happiness is a lot more important than that, but don't stress out if you're not going to every party and stuff.
Yeah, like, well, even if it's not even friend-wise, like, my boyfriend, for example, went to university for a bachelor's in music, and he's like, oh, this is going to be the thing, it's going to be great. And then after his first year, he realized that university, like, educational-wise, was absolutely not the thing for him. And, like, that's also the thing, too. Maybe you made, like, the most friends, but don't, like, kid yourself and think, I have a lot of friends, you know, I'm going to stay. If university is too hard for you or they're not teaching you in the right way, it's not a big deal if you switch. Don't feel pressured to, like, you know, go to college or university because you're, you know, it used to be that college is above university. Now they're pretty much equal. It's just more of, like, how you learn and what you're doing. Like, there's no point in you going to university for, like, film or something. If you can just go to, like, Humber, which is where I went, and stuff like that. It just depends on what you're doing.
I think it depends. Like, obviously for business, you're going to go to university. It depends what field you're going into, and how hands-on of an experience you need. I feel like a lot of places, if you're going to university, you can get like a fellowship with a college. That's really good. A lot of places are looking into that, but I don't think you should feel pressured to go to school. If it's for you, then go. Personally, I love the university that I go to. I love the program that I'm in. Like, I love school. Like, I want to go back now. Like, school is very much for me, and I'm very happy that I went. And it's not something I'm going to regret, especially for the fucking money that it's costing me.
Yeah, seriously.
So that's, personally, I'm enjoying school and I'm enjoying university. I don't think I'd want to do anything other than university. but it's just how I learn.
Yeah, and like definitely don't make like maybe you just don't want to go to school at all. Like it's definitely not a good idea to like let someone else's opinion persuade you on like what you want to do. Like if your parents like you need to go to university and you want to go to college, or like if they're like you need to do like go for a doctor's thing and you want to be like a musician, like do what you want to do, because at the end of the day you're the one going to be sitting through classes. You're the one that's going to be doing this for the rest of your life. Your parents may be paying for you if that is the case, but you also have to let them know like if you'd rather them help you out with tuition or whatever and then do what you like rather than fail and like waste your money.
And honestly, now places are looking for the degree rather than what you got it in.
Yeah, and colleges do offer degrees now.
So honestly, like if you're gonna do something, get your bachelor's in something that you're confident in. Get your master's in something that's actually useful. Go into the world and enjoy life. Make money, because don't be poor.
And do what you love to do. That's most important.
And get involved in your school. Like, I know my school has like a social justice club. That's a thing that I'm interested in. Like, get involved in your clubs. Go to school. Actually be a part of the community that you're going to. And have fun.
Yeah, like I genuinely enjoy my school. Like for this new program I could have gone to a new school, but I got accepted at where I'm going now, and then somewhere else. And I personally just chose like the same school because like I genuinely enjoy the environment, and that's like a thing you have to enjoy too, is like where you're going, stuff like that.
And honestly, check out your campus before you go. Like, I know some people are like, I'm just gonna go to this school because why not? Like, check out your campus, get informed about it, talk to people who already go there. Like, make sure it's the right school for you, make sure it's the right fit for you. I personally go to like a medium-sized school, so it's like not too big, but it's not too small. Obviously, like there's like 200 to 500 people per class, depending on what you're taking, and I feel comfortable in that. I don't feel ostracized, and I don't feel like I'm the fucking center of attention, which is good because some teachers like to pick on people. I feel like the battery's dying. I don't know why I said that. So
yeah.
Final thoughts?
One thing I just have to say is also, if you're commuting, sometimes you gotta sit your parents down and say it isn't worth it, like for example where I'm going next year. But if you are commuting, use that time wisely, do some studying, work, whatever. Also, there was one school I didn't go to specifically because I would have had to walk like through a back alley at night, and that's things you have to kind of consider, because no matter who you are, like if you don't feel safe going to school, then you're never gonna go to school. So make sure that you feel comfortable in the environment you're in, like Megan said.
Alright, hopefully you guys like that. If you want any more advice talks from us, I feel like we go through the same things, but we go through them through very different perspectives, which is good, especially for advice videos. So hopefully you guys have some questions for us. I don't know if I'm doing this. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Don't forget to thumbs up and things and things. Pleasure us, as Becca likes to say. I guess we'll talk to you guys soon.
Bye!